Okay, so get this, right?
Uh-huh.
We got a package,
Okay.
an anonymous package.
No, wow.
Yeah, and it's like this hard drive
Interesting.
full of lost episodes of Mike's Waffen Facts.
You're kidding me?
Oh, yeah, it's like a conspiracy theorist dream come true.
I bet.
You know, like Mike, the guy who vanished.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to dive into episode 525 today,
Oh, wow.
which is pretty wild, even for Mike.
What's so interesting about Mike's Waffen Facts is that it was never just about weapons or military history.
Right.
It was this weird mix of fact and, like, fiction and
Yeah.
pure absurdity.
Oh, totally.
Mike, Rickard,
Yeah.
and Ramonka, their long-suffering sound engineer,
Right.
they created this this bizarre blend.
It was unpredictable.
Yeah.
And always entertaining.
Totally.
But this episode, 525,
Yeah.
it starts off with Mike just super excited, as always,
Uh,
talking about his
what do you get?
kills, he calls them, which are
Okay.
2 muskrats, that he is planning to soak in doppelkorn.
Soak in what?
Doppelkorn.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
a German liquor and grill them.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, not sure Gordon Ramsay would approve.
I don't think so either.
No.
Rickard and Ramonka are not thrilled with Mike's culinary vision.
Right.
Like, you can imagine.
Of course not.
No.
But that just, like, sets the stage for the whole chaotic energy of the episode.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Just a clash of personalities and opinions.
Then Schwatten shows up. Yeah.
Oh,
Boy.
The guy who supplies Mike with all the...
the weapons,
Yeah.
questionable weaponry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He brought 2 new toys, as he calls them.
What are they?
A pinball dryer
Okay.
and the Silencio 3000.
Okay.
The pinball dryer.
Yeah.
It supposedly uses focused sound waves
Interesting.
to,
Yeah.
let's just say, it wouldn't be good for your health.
Okay. I get it.
And the Silencio 3000 is a gun that is designed to be totally silent.
Which is super illegal.
Oh, yeah, which Ramonka points out, of course.
Well, of course.
But Mike and Rickard,
Yeah.
they're too caught up in the
Right.
excitement of the new weapons to worry about that.
Yeah.
And they even they throw in their usual jabs.
Oh, at Ramonka.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
At Ramonka's taste in music, which is black metal.
Oh.
And this is where it gets interesting. Ramonka,
Yeah.
who's usually the target of their jokes, basically.
Right.
He stands up for himself.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, and for his
For black metal.
his love for black metal. You can almost hear Mike and Rickard like sputtering in disbelief.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
What a moment.
But it's like a small moment of rebellion,
Yes.
but it shows that even in this world,
Right.
there are lines.
Boundaries.
Yeah, they can be crossed.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
Mike,
Uh-huh.
surprisingly, backs down.
He does?
Yeah, he even confesses to this brief and disastrous stint
Oh, yeah.
as a janitor
Yeah.
for a black metal band.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like a moment of vulnerability from Mike that you don't see that often.
No.
Like a hint that there's a real person under there somewhere.
Beneath all that bravado.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is what leads to the most intriguing part of the episode.
What's that?
The Doza Crew logbook. #494.
A logbook.
Yeah. What is that? Imagine this, like, weathered, leather-bound logbook
Mm-hmm.
filled with these handwritten entries
Interesting.
detailing a spacefaring crew's journeys
Wow.
to different stations and planets.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I know.
And one entry in particular, it really stands out.
What is it?
It's this chilling account
Mm-hmm.
of this horrific disease on this planet called Regulus 5.
Regulus 5.
Yeah, and this disease, according to the logbook, it transforms beings into these,
Into what?
like, mindless, monstrous creatures.
Oh, scary.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then there's this mention of a brutal aggressor.
A brutal aggressor.
Yeah, named Graft Paste.
Graft paste.
Yeah, it's all very cryptic
I bet.
and unsettling, especially considering
Yeah.
what happened later to Mike.
That he disappeared.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
So what happened?
Mike brushes it off.
He does.
Yeah, like he's afraid to, like, go too deep.
Interesting.
He even abruptly ends the episode.
He does.
Yeah, like right after reading the logbook entry.
That's weird.
And Rickard.
What about Rickard?
Well,
Yeah.
he doesn't handle it too well.
How so?
He
Yeah.
vomits.
Oh, God.
Not exactly the reaction you'd
Yeah.
expect from a seasoned conspiracy theorist.
No, I guess not. So many questions.
Yeah, we're left with a lot of questions.
Like what?
What is the logbook? Why did Mike dismiss it? What does it have to do with his disappearance?
Right.
It's almost like Mike sensed something dangerous
Uh-huh.
lurking in this story.
You're right.
Something he wasn't ready to confront.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he knew more than he was letting on.
Ooh, that's a good word.
And this episode was his way of subtly hinting
Right.
at a truth that was too dangerous to say directly.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll dive deeper into the mystery of the Doza Crew logbook, #494, and explore some other clues from this lost episode in part 2.
Can't wait. Welcome back to our deep dive into Mike's Waffen facts. So that episode 525, it really left us with a lot to unpack.
Oh, yeah.
Especially that Doza Crew logbook, #494.
Oh, no, it's so bizarre.
It really is.
Like a space logbook,
Right.
appearing on a podcast about weapons and conspiracy theories.
Yeah, it feels so out of place.
Totally.
Like it belongs in a completely different story.
Exactly, like finding a piece of a jigsaw puzzle
Yes.
that doesn't fit with the rest.
Yeah, but that's what makes it so interesting.
Totally.
It suggests that there's more to Mike's world than we thought.
Yeah, like a layer of strangeness
Exactly.
that goes beyond just the guns and the conspiracy.
And the way Mike reacted to it is just as strange.
I know, or like didn't react to it.
Yeah, he just dismissed it.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to downplay it.
Yeah.
I think there are a couple of ways to interpret that.
Okay.
Maybe he was just like spooked by it.
You think so?
Yeah, especially that entry about the disease on Regulus 5.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
Yeah, and remember, like
Yeah.
Mike loved to delve into those dark and disturbing topics.
He did.
But maybe this was just like too close to home for him.
Yeah, that's possible.
Or maybe.
Yeah.
And this is where my conspiracy brain kicks in.
Okay, I like where this is going.
He knew something about the logbook
Ooh.
that he didn't want to share.
Like what?
Maybe he recognized the Doza crew
Oh.
or knew something about Regulus 5 that he was keeping secret.
Right.
It's a possibility,
Yeah, right.
especially considering Mike's,
His secrecy.
Yeah, and he always thought he knew more than everybody else.
Oh, he totally did.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he was privy to all this information that the rest of the world was oblivious to.
Right.
But let's not forget about Rickard.
Oh, right, Rickard.
Vomiting.
At the mere mention of a space logbook.
Yeah, that's not exactly the tough guy.
It's not, no.
Persona he usually projects.
Yeah, it makes you think that the logbook
Yeah.
might have triggered something in him.
Like what?
Like a deep-seated fear.
Ooh.
Maybe he had a personal experience
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
connected him to space travel or something.
Maybe.
Something he repressed
Right.
until the logbook brought it all back.
It's like the setup for a sci-fi horror movie.
It really is.
Like, okay, so we've got this mysterious logbook,
Yeah.
a host who seems to be hiding something,
Yeah.
and a co-host who is terrified of it. It is.
I mean, come on.
And to add another layer of intrigue,
Okay.
we have those entries about the disease on Regulus 5
Right.
and the brutal aggressor, Graph Paste.
Yeah. Those are some details that we can't just ignore.
They feel deliberate,
Like clues.
almost like clues.
For someone to find.
Exactly.
Like Mike, even in his, chaotic moments,
Yeah.
was always playing a game.
It seems like it.
Leaving breadcrumbs for
Yeah.
his listeners to follow.
The question is, where do those breadcrumbs lead?
I don't know. That's a good question.
To answer that, I think we need to look beyond episode 525
Okay.
and explore the wider context of Mike's disappearance.
Right.
Because we're not just dealing with a missing podcaster,
Yeah.
we're dealing with a man
Oh.
who was obsessed with the truth,
Yeah.
with like exposing the secrets
Right.
that he believed were being kept from the world.
It's possible that that obsession led him down a dangerous path.
Exactly, one that ultimately cost him his freedom.
Or even his life.
It's possible that the logbook wasn't just a random prop or a joke.
Yeah.
It might have been a key piece of the puzzle.
The puzzle that Mike was trying to solve.
Exactly, a puzzle that was far more dangerous than he initially realized.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
That's the question.
How do we connect the dots between the space logbook and Mike's disappearance and all the other strange events surrounding this case?
I think we need to look for patterns,
Okay.
for connections that might not be immediately obvious.
Right.
Remember, Mike was a master at weaving together information
Yeah.
and finding hidden meanings.
Right, like those Doza Crew songs we talked about.
Precisely. Those songs with their cryptic lyrics,
Right.
haunting melodies.
Yeah.
They might hold the key
Okay.
to understanding Mike's state of mind
Okay.
in the days leading up to his disappearance.
Interesting.
They might even contain clues
Ooh.
to his whereabouts
Okay.
or the reason behind his vanishing act.
So we're back to the music. But how do we decipher these songs?
Yeah, they're full of metaphors and wordplay and allusions.
It's tough.
It's difficult to interpret, even for native German speakers.
Yeah, I bet.
We need to approach them like Mike would have,
Okay.
with skepticism,
Uh-huh.
a willingness to entertain the absurd,
Right.
and a keen eye for hidden meanings.
Okay.
We need to look for patterns, for recurring themes,
Right.
for connections to Mike's past
Uh,
and his obsessions.
like we're trying to crack a code.
We are.
A code that Mike himself created.
And the stakes are high
Yeah.
because the solution to that code might reveal the truth.
About his fate.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's a lot to consider.
It is, but it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Worthy of Mike's legacy.
Okay.
It's a puzzle that demands our full attention
Right.
and our most creative thinking.
Okay.
But before we delve deeper into the musical mystery of the Doza crew,
Yeah.
let's consider another piece of this puzzle.
Okay. What's that?
Ramonka, the often overlooked sound engineer of Mike's Waffenfax.
Oh, right. Ramonka.
He's been strangely absent
Yes.
from our discussion so far.
But he was there in the studio
Lead as well.
witnessing all this?
Witnessing Mike's
Yeah.
descent into this world.
Right.
He might hold valuable insights
Oh.
into Mike's state of mind, his motivations, his fears.
Interesting.
He might even have information that Mike himself was unaware of.
Mm.
Information that could shed light on the events.
That led to his disappearance.
Exactly.
So Ramonka is our next lead.
He is.
But where do we find him?
And what will he tell us?
So we're back. Still searching for Ramonka.
Still searching.
But, you know,
Yeah.
even without him, I mean, we've got so much material to work with
Oh, we do.
from these lost episodes. It's like having a backstage pass
It's true.
to,
Mike's?
to Mike's descent into this
Right.
world of conspiracy theories.
It's fascinating.
And it's
How so?
it's fascinating how these episodes reveal, like, the evolution of his thinking.
Right, in the early ones.
Yeah, in the early ones.
He's more focused on weapons and military history.
Right, like tangible things.
Exactly, but then his fascination with these conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
it takes over, and
Yeah.
his worldview becomes increasingly abstract
Yeah.
and, dare I say, paranoid?
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. It's like watching someone slowly lose their grip on reality.
I know, it's sad.
Yeah.
But,
He starts seeing patterns everywhere,
right.
connecting like random events.
Like, everything's connected.
Yeah, into this grand narrative of secret societies and government cover-ups and alien encounters.
It's a lot.
And his relationship with Ruckert.
What about it?
It gets increasingly strained.
Poor Rickard.
Ruckert tries to
I know.
ground him in reality, but it's
But Mike's not having it.
like talking to a brick wall, basically.
Yeah.
Their arguments get
More frequent.
more frequent and more heated.
Like, their partnership is crumbling
Yeah,
under the weight of it all.
yeah, under the weight of their different worldviews.
Right. Right.
And then there's episode 502,
What about it?
which is, it's a doozy.
Oh, so.
Mike goes on this epic rant
About what?
about something called the Order of the Flushable Toilet.
The what?
The Order of the Flushable Toilet,
Oh, boy.
which he claims is this secret society
Okay.
dedicated to controlling the world's water supply.
Oh, wow.
Now, on the surface, it
Yeah.
sounds completely absurd.
It does, but
Mike had this knack for, like, weaving these seemingly unrelated
Right.
facts and ideas together.
Exactly.
So we have to ask, like,
Where do you-
what if there's a kernel of truth
Yeah.
hidden in this theory?
What if?
What if Mike, like,
Yeah.
in his own twisted way, was trying to,
Was trying to warn us.
warn us about a real threat?
That's a good point.
That's the thing about Mike.
What's up?
You never really knew
Yeah.
where the line blurred between
Right.
what he actually believed
Right.
and, like, his elaborate jokes.
He was a trickster.
Yeah, he was a total trickster.
Yeah.
He loved to play with his audience, make them question everything.
Keep them on their toes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that's what makes this deep dive so challenging.
Oh, it is.
We're, like, constantly questioning our own perceptions.
Totally.
Trying to separate fact from fiction.
Yeah.
To understand the man behind the mask.
It's like trying to solve a puzzle.
Yes.
where some of the pieces are missing
Right.
and the other ones keep changing shape.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so where do we go from here?
That's the question.
We've got this space logbook. We've got the Doza Crew songs.
Right.
We've got Mike's increasingly,
Erratic.
erratic behavior.
Yeah.
How do we tie it all together?
I think we need to go back to the basics.
Okay.
Focus on Mike's core beliefs.
Okay.
His motivations, his fears.
Like what drove him to all this?
Yeah, what was he searching for?
What was he running from?
Right.
And maybe, just
Yeah.
maybe, the answers to those questions
Yeah.
lie in the pages of that logbook.
The Doza Crew logbook, hashtag 494.
Yeah, perhaps it's not just,
A random prop.
a random prop or a joke.
Right.
Perhaps it's a roadmap.
A guide.
Yeah, a guide to understanding Mike's journey.
And its ultimate destination.
Oh, we've got a lot more digging to do.
We do, but
But I think we're getting closer.
Yeah, me too.
The truth about Mike's Waffen facts.
Yeah.
And perhaps even about Mike himself.
It's out there.
It is.
Waiting to be uncovered.
It's just waiting for us.
As always.
Yes.
We encourage you to,
To join us.
to join us on this journey.
Share your theories.
Share your insights, your wildest guesses.
Your wildest guesses.
This is a deep dive that
Our
demands
collective attention. Our collective attention, yeah.
our shared curiosity, our willingness to embrace the unknown.
Because in the end, this mystery,
Uh-huh.
it's not just about,
A missing podcaster.
missing podcaster. It's about,
It's about us.
it's about the human need to make sense of the world.
To find meaning in the chaos.
To find meaning in the chaos,
To connect the dots.
Connect the dots.
And create a narrative that we can understand.
Thanks for diving deep with us.
Until next time,
Until next time, stay curious
keep questioning.
and never stop searching for the truth.
No matter how strange or elusive it may seem,